All right, welcome back to the gym, everybody. We are going to do our vault P-bars high bar and Tuesday phase 3 strength and power training. We are going to start with smoothie. Let's go walking with wrist rolls. Nice to see everybody. I hope you all have a nice workout today. Single finger pull down stretch. Next finger. Next finger. Pinky finger. Switch hands. Next finger. Ring finger. Pinky finger. Pinky up stretch. Other hand. Palm up, pull down stretch. Other hand. One arm on top of the other. Switch arms. Left arm circle forward. And backward. Right arm circle forward. And backward. Double arm circles forward. Double arm circles backward. Start low, go high. One hand on top of the other on your lower back. Push your belly out, pull your elbows backwards. Elbows up, thumbs back. Lift your arms up. and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. On your toes with your knees bent and straightened. On your toes with your knees bent, go to your heels. On your toes with your knees bent and straighten. On your toes with your knees bent, go to your heels. On your toes with your knees bent and straighten. On your toes with your knees bent and your heels. On your toes with your knees bent and straighten. On your toes with your knees bent to your heels. Hands on your waist, feet face in. And feet face out. And feet face in. And feet face out. And feet face in. And feet face out. Slow kick walks with your feet flexed. Sideways kicks. Kick down to your knee. Stretch your lats in a hollow. Open up and stretch. Other side, stretch your lats in a hollow. Open up and stretch. Other side, hollow. Open up and stretch. One more switch, other side and hollow. Open up and stretch. Elbows. Hips. Knees. Bend and straighten. Spider-Man left. Switch. Switch. One more switch. Stretch in the middle. In the middle on your belly. Hips forward. And move your hips backward. Hips forward. And hips backwards. Hips forward. Hips backward. One leg out. Switch legs. Switch legs again. Switch legs one more time. On your hands and knees, face your fingers forward, 2 circles left, and 2 circles right. Face your fingers in towards you, 2 circles left, 2 circles right. Face your fingers away from each other, 2 circles left, 2 circles right. Face your fingers towards each other, 2 circles left, 2 circles right. Flip your hands over, push gentle. Ten wrist push-ups. Flip over 10 palm push-ups. Face your fingers forward, separate your hands a little bit. Lift your fingers up off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold them up there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Face your fingers away from each other. The dog's distracting me. Lift your fingers up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold them up there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Face your fingers behind you. Lift your fingers up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold them up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your toe point. And stretch your quads. Stretch your toe point. And stretch your quads. Dave Tilley stretch. And switch legs. Let's sit in a pike and stretch. Point those toes, keep your back nice and straight. Stretch your belly down to your knees. Separate your feet, left hand, left foot. Right hand, right foot. Separate your feet a bit more. Left hand, left foot. Right hand, right foot. Separate your feet 90 degrees. Left hand, left foot. Right hand, right foot. Elbows in the middle. Wide as you can, left hand, left foot. Right hand, right foot. Reach up and over to your left side. Reach up and over to your right side. Elbows in the middle. Stretch your shoulders. Push up to a bridge. Come down, stretch your shoulders. Push up to a bridge. One more time, stretch your shoulders. Conrad, you want to lead them through their shoulder strength? Okay, you're on mic. Let's do it.
Is it the one where you're on your stomach?
Yes, indeed, brother.
Hands out to the side, so it's like a cross. Shoulders, hands, hands, shoulders, 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 faster, shoulders, hands, hands, shoulders, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold them up. 10 circles forwards and 10 circles backwards. Bend your arms above your head, straighten, bend 1, straighten, bend 2, straighten, bend 3, straighten, bend 4, straighten, bend 5, straighten, bend 6, straighten, bend 7, straighten, bend 8, straighten, bend 9, straighten, bend 10, butterflies.
I'm not leading. You are?
Yes,
Are you talking about?
I'm leading.
Oh.
Arms next to your hips, shoulders, hands, hands, shoulders, 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 faster, shoulders, hands, hands, shoulders, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold them up. 10 circles forwards, 10 circles backwards. Arms bent above your head after. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend 2. Straighten, bend 3. Straighten, bend 4. Straighten, bend 5. Straighten, bend 6. Straighten, bend 7. Straighten, bend 8. Straighten, bend 9. Straighten, bend 10. Butterflies. Arms in high V, shoulders, hands, hands, 1, shoulders, hands, hands, 2, shoulders, hands, hands, 3, shoulders, hands, hands, 4, shoulders, hands, hands, 5, shoulders, hands, hands, 6, shoulders, hands, hands, 7, shoulders, hands, hands, 8, shoulders, hands, hands, 9, shoulders, hands, hands, 10, faster, shoulders, hands, hands, shoulders, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold them up 10 circles forwards, 10 circles backwards.
Dude, you need a new battery in that fire alarm up there. Just letting you know.
Really?
Yeah, it keeps beeping.
Oh, that was my phone ringing, so I was...
All right, well, you're just going to leave Kennedy hanging there?
Oh, sorry. Straighten, bend 1, straighten, bend 2, straighten, bend 3, straighten, bend 4, straighten, bend 5, straighten, bend 6, straighten, bend 7, straighten, bend 8, straighten, 9, straighten, 10 butterflies.
And do you know the Future Star flexibility routine? We can do 3 of them after this.
Yeah.
All right, start with Kennedy and then we'll move on.
High leg kick to Swedish fall. Into support right leg split, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, turn to box split. No hands, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Turn into Japana, lie flat, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Swim through to front support into left leg split, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Join your leg to a pike position and go back into bridge. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Slide down onto your back and go into shoulder stretch. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Slide across to pike fold. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Present. High leg kick to Swedish fall. Into front support to right leg split. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000 to box split. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Sit down into Japana. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Swim through to support and then left leg split. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Join legs to pike position, go to back into bridge. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Slide down into shoulder stretch. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Slide hands into pike fold. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Present.
And let's go to Abdurrahim and then we'll finish them up.
High leg kick to Swedish fall. Into support right leg split. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Into box split. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Close your legs into Japana. Lie flat. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Swim through into support into left leg split. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Join back leg into pike position onto your back into bridge. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Slide down into shoulder stretch. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Slide to pike fold. 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Present.
Whoopsies. Sorry, brothers. Now you can hear me a little bit better. All right. My bad, everybody. My bad. My bad. All right, so we're just going to be working on these broad jumps. And Conrad, I think that what I noticed from Blake is that he's really folding at the top very well. All right. I still think that maybe he's got to land in a little bit more of an RDL shape without such a big knee bend at the bottom. So let's see if you can do that. Yeah, it's too much of a knee bend. Remember, Blake, the RDL shape is with your hips moving backwards more than your knees bending. Yeah, I think that was better. Conrad, what do you think about that one?
I think that was better knee bend.
Yeah, I do too. Let's watch Abdurrahim. Tell me what you think about this. All right, good fold. Yeah, what do you think about that one?
I thought his knees came to the chest in a good fold. His RDL was good, and his legs weren't like too apart, so he won't get that much deducted. But I don't know if it was my angle, but it looked a bit of a shorter jump for a broad jump.
Okay, I think the number one thing I would do is, it seems as though you're right, at the top he did fold, but I thought he folded too much by bringing in his knees up and not enough chest down as he folded at the top. So let's see one more time. Bring your chest down to your knees. Yeah, I think that was a better one. What do you think, Conrad? Yeah, Conrad, you can stay on mic the whole time. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was better, man. I thought that was better. All right, Aiden, looks like your back might still be a little bit sore from the other day, so indeed, I think that's a good idea. Make sure that you keep foam roll. And let's see Kennedy's jump. Yeah, I think that's great, Kennedy. Nice job. I was mainly looking at your fold. Let me watch your arms one more time. Let me just see your arm motion. Oh, yeah, it looks great. Nicely done. You agree, Conrad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate how she bends and folds at the top, and she's landing in a pretty great RDL, taking a step back every time. I thought that was fun to watch. Okay, let's go against the wall. Maybe we'll keep with Kennedy. Let's do your deer leaps against the wall, deer leap sprints against the wall. All right, so you're just gonna, no, do not go with Kennedy, okie dokie. All right, Abdurrahim, we'll go with Abdurrahim. He does these pretty well. So we're gonna go for 15 seconds and then 45 seconds rest. 1 second. Let me just switch the timer. All right, Abdurrahim, ready when you are? Ready, set, go. Keep your back straight, lift those knees way up high. Every step, lift those knees. You know, that looks pretty good there, Abdurrahim. Kennedy, I would keep your shoulders nice and tall, looking right out that window. That's it, that's better. And stop. Abdurrahim, stretch your biceps against the wall. Good job. And switch arms. Switch arms. And switch one more time. You got 9 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Well, I think this is a pretty good shape, pretty good deliberate lifting of his knees, I would say. Also, if you notice, Conrad, in the front, his feet are flexed, not pointed, and I like that. That's going to really help keep that calf straight. Stop. Let's do the bent arms against the wall stretch. I think it's going to keep his calf tight, so when he hits the front of his foot, he's going to bounce off his Achilles tendon and create a little bit more speed that way. And switch sides. And switch sides one more time. All right, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, last sprint. That's a pretty good shape here, I'd say. What do you think, Conrad?
Yeah, I like the shape. I like as well, one of the things I like a lot is that he's got his head he's looking at the water, not at his feet.
Yes, agreed. All right, rest, Abdurrahim. Abdurrahim, put your hands on the wall, and let's just reach back with one foot and do like a runner's stretch, so you're stretching your calf. Put your hands against the wall, both of them. Put one foot in front, put one foot in back, further, and now push back into your heel. There you go. That's called a runner's stretch. There you go. Make sure that the back foot is facing forward, not sideways. All right, and switch legs. And switch legs. One more time, switch legs. Okay, the next exercise is already up. Go take a look. You guys are going to be doing bridge walkdowns. All right, so you're going to start with your hands on the wall and walk all the way down. If you want to start with your hands all the way down by the floor, that's also fine, and you start by walking up and then by walking down. It makes no difference to me, really. What I think makes a big difference is whether or not your feet are together and your knees are together and your body is tight. Sometimes Abdurrahim tends to stretch in his back a little bit and do a lot of the shapes in his back without his hands above his head. So I want to make sure that he's opening and using a stretch shape and not a hyper arch shape. Looks pretty tight to me. I want to just be able to manipulate these shapes in a really tight body shape. Okay, buddy. So Conrad, what happened to your foot, my dude? What were you doing?
It was my thumb.
Oh, your thumb. And what happened?
It was my thumb, yeah. I was just messing around.
Like doing gymnastics messing around, or?
Just not just proper messing around, just being an idiot.
And what'd you do?
Well, I hit it and I thought I broke it, but I didn't. I went to the doctor today, got an X-ray, and it turns out it was just tissue damage. It's just tissue damage.
Okay. Did you cry?
No.
Big boy. All right, big boy. Yeah. All right. So make sure you ice it. Right. I think that one of the things you might want to do is you might want to start to foam roll your forearms, because your thumb is attached to tendons and muscles. And typically the tissues that are going to be damaged. Yep. So just make sure that you ice that and foam roll it a little bit, right? And just make sure that the tissue stays. When you foam roll, what it'll do is it'll bring blood flow to the area. All right. It'll also get rid of, lots of swelling and things and that, but just be very gentle, right? You can stretch it a little bit. Make sure you ice. Ice is good. Man, I can't see James, Jack, Kennedy, or Aiden, and all I have is one person on camera doing all this stuff, so I'm just going to keep staring at Abdurrahim the whole entire time. Unless Kennedy's dog comes back, because that's a cute little dog. And then, frankly, we don't want to put Conrad on screen because his face is so close. That might, be a problem, so I usually have about 3/10 on it, but it's okay. Kennedy, there you go. All right, we got 3 seconds to go. And exercise number 5 on vault is up. Four shape tuck jumps, but if you can do standing back ducks, you can do that. If you can have your brother spot you, Abdurrahim, you can do that. Jack, you can do standing back ducks. Kennedy, maybe front handsprings. If you can do standing back ducks on the air floor, you can do that. Okay, you can't do a standing back duck by yourself? You can, or you don't have to, whatever. But I think front handsprings are always good for you to work, all right? I also like when you did the bridge kickovers on the floor and then stood back up, front walkovers, front handsprings. Let's do some front handsprings. Let's be definitive about it and do front handsprings for you, Kennedy. All right, and then Abdurrahim, you're going to be doing 4-shaped duck jumps, but we don't have anybody else on camera doing it, so we're just going to go to Kennedy the entire time. Oof. Conrad, there was a kid on Instagram from Wales today that posted. Let me see if I can find his name. It's whatever. Kid looks pretty dirty. Are you close to Wales? No. All right, so you probably won't compete against that kid. All right, Kennedy, let's get it. Push off of that track. Now, Kennedy, instead of bending your arms and pushing off the track, I want you to try to keep your arms a little bit straighter and try to use the air track to bounce you instead of your muscles to push you. Right? It's going to take a little bit of it's like a testament of your own will, because instead of bending your arms and using your muscles, you're going to have to keep them locked and kind of depend on the air and the air track to bounce you up. But once you do, it's like bouncing on a trampoline. You can bounce much higher on a trampoline than you can jump on a trampoline. So start to get used to bouncing off of your arms instead of pushing off of your arms, and I think that will help make you more successful. It's really the difference between It's really the difference between a block and a push. Now, Kennedy, all right, I want you to look at the ceiling the whole time, just like you're doing a bridge, like a bridge kickover, and then you stand up afterwards, right? Just think about doing the bridge kickover, but this time you have a little bit of power going into it, so it should be even easier than a regular bridge kickover. Oof. Oof. All right, here we go. Here we go. This one is going to be awesome. This is the greatest Kennedy that I know, the best girl in all the UK. This is a front handspring to her feet. Here we go, Kennedy. Thumbs up from Abdurrahim. And, oh, I was about to say oof, and I didn't have to that time. All right, Kennedy, one more time. Conrad is mildly impressed. Mildly. He's got a thumbs up and a smile. Come on, Kennedy. Come on, buddy. Look at the ceiling. Drive those heels as far as you can. Look at the ceiling. Oh, Kennedy. All right, Conrad. You versus me. All right. This is on Kennedy's last front handspring of the day. Do you think that she's going to hit it or not? If you think that she's going to hit, come on, Mike.
I think she'll hit it.
I think there's no way she hits this. All right. So it's me versus you. United States versus England, and it's Kennedy is on the line right now.
So much confidence, Dan. You just put confidence straight into P.
Be quiet. You know I do. But if you're going to pick that Kennedy is going to make it, then I got to go counter to that. I do give people confidence, Conrad. You know it. All right. Kennedy, I believe in you as much as I can right now, because I'm competing against Conrad. Come on, Kennedy, get this. This is the UK versus the United States. All with oh, man. Oh, look at this. Look at Conrad is excited. Look at this. Look at this, Kennedy, right? All right, I admit defeat. I admit defeat at the hands of Kennedy from the UK. I'm down with that. All right, keeping it real, just like her sweatshirt says. All right, Kennedy, nice work. Oh man, I feel defeated right now. Conrad, I hope that you were joking. I hope that you were just joking, buddy. All right, here we go. Next exercise is we're going to work on handstands in a slight hollow shape with your feet on the wall. And Kennedy does this really well. So Kennedy, go show one more time. I want you to go to a hollow shape, okay? I want you to do do a hollow shape against the wall and then kick over to a bridge and stand up like you normally do. All right, so if you can do this, I think that this is a good second half of the drill. Make sure that you're pushing and hunching, and then you're going to kick off the wall and change to like a bridge, and then try to stand up after the bridge. Keep your hands up looking at the ceiling. This is Kennedy's go-to skill. Boom. Beautiful. So see, Jack, if you can do that. Now, Jack, I think that you have a little bit of a pike in your hips when you're on the wall. Or just a little bit of a pike in your hips. All right, and don't be so concerned with the stand-up. I'd rather you just land in the bridge if you can. All right, and in order to land in the bridge, Jack, I want you to look right between your hands the whole entire time. Don't duck your chin. Good. Now, when you stand up, you're also not going to duck your chin, because when you duck your chin, it rounds your back and makes you kind of sit. It pushes your hips backwards. So I want you to keep your head up nice and tall if you're going to try to stand up, looking at the ground the whole entire time. And then you want to keep your momentum. So once your feet stop, your hands are going to come up. Right now, hands up. Okay, I mean, that was pretty good. Don't loosen up your knees. Well, let's go to smoothie. There you go, smoothie. You got to keep those hands up. Always keep your hands up. Let's go and watch Kennedy one more time, because she does it really, really well. Look at her hands, dudes. Yeah, smoothie, look at her hands. Do it one more time, Kennedy. Super Kennedy, the champion of the world. Come on, Kennedy, watch her hands, smoothie. Watch her hands in her head. She's never going to commit her chin to look forward, ever. It just keeps up nice and tall. All right, thank you, Kennedy. Kennedy the Great. Champion front handspringer of the planet. Today on the Zoom class, giving Conrad another W. This is parallel bars number 7. That's not what we're doing today. This is vault number 7. All right, so this is your plank holds against the wall with your hands low against the wall. All right, so again, try not to put your hands too low so that you fall. I want to make sure that you're able to at least accomplish the goal. And then, Conrad, you seen the problem here, buddy? There's not too many people on the call right now, you know what I mean? I can't see Jack. I can't see James. Abdurrahim, Abdurrahim, you good, bro? Looks like it. Okay. All right, so we got 2 minutes and 33 seconds. I'll just wait. Hopefully somebody does this. If not, what we're going to do is we're going to go right to our strength and conditioning. Because it looks like Boone is ready to go. There we go, Kennedy. Here we go. That's a good offer. There you go. So you guys are doing these holds here as low as you can, trying to keep your back straight. I'd much rather you not go too low, because I don't want you to spend time falling and getting up, falling and getting up. I mean, I think Kennedy's been there for about 30 seconds or so, really pushing herself to keep tight, super tight, tight as you can. Squeeze your legs together as hard as you can, right? Pushing through your shoulders, looking right at the wall, pretending that you're doing those handstands that Chris Gotti was talking about. Nice bump there, Kennedy. Good job, dude. Appreciate that. All right. Smoothie, good job. Looking right between your hands. Don't duck your head. What do you think about that shape, Conrad? Conrad says thumbs up. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I like this shape.
I mean, I might want him to not round in your back as much as push through the wall and hunch in your back. That's better. I like that shape better. What about you, Conrad?
So it's not that it made it more curved but more longer at the same time.
Agree? I mean, remember, the first thing that Chris Gotti says to hold your handstands is to push through the ground. So the first thing that I want him to do is push through the wall here, as opposed to hunch first. It looked like at first what he was doing is hunching more than he was pushing. So push through the wall the best that you can, and then once you've achieved that big strong push into the wall, then we can start pushing into our chest and hunching in our chest. Okay, smoothie? All right, so let's go to Boone. Boone's here somewhere. All right, ta-da! And let's look at, let's start our strength. All right, let's start our strength and conditioning. So the first strength that we're gonna be doing, Boone, today is we're gonna be doing our jump to clean. All right, so you're gonna hang the weights and you're gonna do 3 sets of hang clean jumps. So you're gonna jump, land, and just stand up. You don't have to press today. It's just jump and land, jump and land, jump and land. That's it. And back down, jump and land. You're gonna do 3 sets of 8. So, Conrad, one of the things I want you to look at is when he lands right there. See how his knees wobble a little bit? I want to make sure when you land, your knees are pointing in the directions of your feet. Whoever's helping Blake's sister, I'm pretty sure. I just want you to make sure that his knees point in the direction of his toes when he lands. All right? Yep, there you go, Blake. All right? Good. And just make sure that you do that because I don't want your kneecaps and your knees to start hurting. All right? So control those legs and let those knees bend in the direction of your toes. You're gonna do 3 sets of 8 of these, okay, Blake? And Blake's sister, feel free to do some of this. But I think that those ones there, Blake, you started to let your knees buckle, and Boone, that right leg buckled a little bit there too on that last one, yep. Maybe your feet are just a little tiny bit apart. They're just a little, that's better. Yeah, and they buckled again right there, all right? Make sure your feet are a little bit closer, Boone. And maybe those are indicators that you're just using a little bit too much weight. So it could be the case that you need to use the 10-pound ones on the first set, and maybe even on the second set, but then on the third set, you switch to your 5-pounders so you can finish. Ultimately, Boone, the most important thing for you, because you're so young, is really good technique. And then as you get older, your muscles will start to change, and then you can utilize more weight. See those knees buckled in again a little bit, Conrad? Keep those knees pushing out, okay? And Blake, when you do it, I want you to just go at a little bit slower tempo. Just a little bit slower, okay? There's no rush to finish everything. Yep, elbows to your knees every time. Elbows to your knees every time. So Boone, Conrad is observing, and he says, why don't you go on the mat behind you so your feet don't slide? If you go on that mat there, it might make a little bit more friction so your feet can stay nice and still. I think that sounds like a pretty good idea. That's it. Just control those knees, Boone. Control those knees, Blake, okay? All right, when you're done with 3 sets of 8, what we're going to do is we're going to move on, and we're going to do our arm circuit. And we're going to be for 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off. And the first exercise that we're going to do, Boone, is a floor press. Okay, the first exercise is floor press. That's it, 3 sets of 8 of these. Boone, when you land, I don't think that you need to land so far in your squat shape. Just land in an RDL. So I want you to take off in an RDL and land in an RDL pretty much. Okay, but what you're doing for right now is fine. All right, the next exercise, guys, is a floor press. You're gonna do 30 seconds on and 30 seconds rest in between each of the stations. And in that 30 seconds, I want you to be able to do about 8 presses. So if in the first 30 seconds you're able to do 15 or 20 presses, Boone, then perhaps switch to the heavier weight. All right, so this is floor presses, ready, set, go. All right, make sure that your elbows are not too close to your body. Elbows should be about 45 degrees, and the weights should bend in the same direction as your elbows. So the weight should be just, there you go, 45 degrees. You have about 10 seconds to go. And I think that that looked like a pretty good weight, Boone, but I think that you could maybe use the 15s. Maybe on the first set you use the 15s, and then the next sets you use the 10s. All right, now, dump the weights downwards and sit up, okay? So Boone, can you do that one more time? I just want you to lift the weights. Now what I want you to do is I want you to put the weights on the ground now. Bend your arms, put them on the ground, and then stand up, yeah. All right, that's it. Put the weights down first. All right, the next exercise that you're going to do for 30 seconds is handstand push-ups or pull-ups. Doesn't matter, do them against the wall. All right, I'll start the timer whenever you're ready. You don't have to do them on parallettes. You can if you'd like, though. Ready, set, go. Handstand push-ups against the wall. Now, all the way down and all the way up, and use the wall to, number one, help you balance, and also to remind your body what position you should be in. Try to stay as straight as you can. Conrad, anytime you have any comments, feel free to say. All right, we have about 12 seconds, 10 seconds to go. Come on, Kennedy, push as hard as you can. There you go, dude. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now you have band leg lowers. These are going to be a little bit difficult, all right? You might need somebody to help you sit on a chair to help you do it, but remember you're on your back, and that thing was around the chair that your mom was sitting on. Remember? Hopefully the chair doesn't slide. You're going to put it around the chair. I think that's a decent idea. Don't pull that chair over and have those land on your head, though. You're going to wrap the bungee around the chair. And you're going to lay on your back. Just don't pull as hard, Boone. Just pull gentle. And you're going to pull on the bungees so that your hands and your arms are creating tension above your head, Boone. Above your head. Yeah, like that. And that's enough. That's enough. Don't pull any harder, just so that it doesn't slide. And now lift your legs up and down. Up and down. Blake, I want you to watch what Boone's doing carefully. Okay? So he's always pulling down. And then he's just going legs up. Boone and Blake, excellent. All right, these are called band leg lowers. Kennedy, if you wanted to, you could hold the 5-pound weight with both hands above you and do leg raises like that, and I think that would also be fine. Okay, 10 seconds to go. That's it, Kennedy. I think that would be fine, Kennedy. All right, and I'm just going to show Kennedy, if you do not have a bungee and you can't do this, then I want you to do just what Kennedy's doing. Just hold the weight up there and do leg raises and leg lowers. Boone, I want you to show these guys one more time where your arms are. Abdurrahim, look at Boone, please. Okay, his arms are above his head like in a push-up shape. And he's pulling down in a push-up shape. Yeah, just like that, Abdurrahim. You don't have to maybe move further away, or it doesn't have to be as hard as you can. I just want your arms to be pulling down on something. So stop right there is good enough. That will engage your upper body and your chest and stuff. It'll make it more into a core exercise. All right, so the next exercise that you're going to be doing is waiter carry to press. So get the mushroom out, Boone, and you're going to go 2 times around the mushroom, and you're going to carry the weight with the weight vertical, holding onto the black part so the weight is vertical above your head. You can walk 2 times around the chair, doesn't matter. Whatever takes less time. 2 times around the chair. And you're going to hold the weight like a waiter would carry a tray above your head, like that. I think you have to use the 5-pound weight. I think you use the 5-pound weight on Saturday. And if you hold the weight up on its end, I understand, Kennedy, that you can't do so because of the weight. But if you hold it up on end, it's going to start to become pretty top-heavy. So you're going to walk twice around. And then when you get to the top, you're going to do 8 presses. All right? Try to keep your palm facing the camera, Blake. Boone, remember? That's it. Squeezing your shoulder blades in the back. And when you're done with 8, switch hands. And walk around twice and do 2 presses. Try to keep that arm as tall as you can, pushing as tall as you can towards the ceiling so your elbow is straight and your shoulder is straight in the back. And 8 presses. Keep that weight directly above your shoulder. That's better. Keep the weight right above your shoulder. That's it, Boone. After that, you're going to do your band pull-aparts. You have the bungee cord, and you're going to pull the bungee cord apart. All right? Ready when you are? So band pull-aparts. All right? And now close and far, and close and far. Pull them apart. That's it. And now if you notice, when Boone opens the band up all the way, it's touching the middle of the Nike sign, right in the middle of his chest, not on his belly. Now, Kennedy, if you had like a belt or a rope or a jump rope would be fine. Okay, or Kennedy, what you can do is, why don't you go to the corner of the wall, and you're gonna put one hand on each wall, and you're gonna push out for the 30 seconds. Okay, face the corner. Face the corner, bub. There you go, and push each wall outwards. Can you put your hands a little bit closer? A little bit closer together. There you go. Now push against the wall. Out, 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 out. I think that'll work good as long as you keep your head and shoulders nice and tall. All right, let's rest. The next exercise that you're gonna do is your slider push-up with a pike. Sliders to a push-up with a pike. And Boone, I think that you did this with socks on the other day so that you didn't burn your feet up. All right, but you're gonna do push-ups, and then with your arms bent, and at the top, you're gonna pike all the way so that your feet touch your hands. We'll wait till Boone gets back. After this, you guys are gonna be doing dips on the parallel bars. And then the med ball overhead slam. So bend your arms, bend, slide to a pike. Slide back down, bend, slide to a pike. Good job, Boone. And then Boone, the next exercise, remember we did the dips with your feet in a pike on your parallettes. You can keep going, you got 20 seconds to go, I'm just reminding you. And then after you're done with the dips, we're gonna do med ball overhead slams. And then we gotta go through 2 more times. Now the key here, guys, is in order to get more powerful, you need to do things quickly. So I want you to remember to be fast with your motions. Up fast, down fast. Up fast, down fast. Everything quick, all right? Rest, Boone. Now you're gonna work on your dips. Now, if you don't have parallettes, yep, you can do that. You're gonna put your feet up on the mushroom. Remember you did it with your feet on the mushroom? And the last time you were doing it as tricep dips, and you don't have to do tricep dips. You can just do regular dips, stay in a pike shape. You could even, Boone, if you want, you can put your feet on the floor. I don't think it'll make a difference. Just in a pike shape, put your feet on the floor and now go all the way down and all the way up. That's good. Good enough, just like that. If you don't have parallettes, you could put your feet on the edge of your couch. I mean, your hands on the edge of your couch. You could do it there. You could do it on your kitchen counters, or just like this is fine. Now, Boone, remember the speed of motion. Go slow on the way down and fast on the way up, and fast on the way up. There you go. The next thing that we're working on is med ball overhead slams. And you're gonna try to stay in an RDL as you throw the pillow down into the ground, Boone. You can move on. So the next thing is your med ball overhead slams. When you're doing the med ball overhead slams, it seems like Blake is doing it correctly in the background. All right, you're gonna try to stay in an RDL shape. Try not to whip your chest downwards. Don't whip your chest down. It's just an RDL. The reason we're doing RDLs, we have 20 seconds to keep doing this, all right, is because I firmly believe that it's an RDL shape that you want to use when you land. RDL, and then move your heels together. So that's why we do the RDL so much, because I want you to make sure that you guys are able to stick, and that you're able to stick big skills, because Aiden this year as a level 10,000 is going to be doing big skills. So I want you to land your layout souk, not just do it, but I want you to land your layout souk. All right, now Boone, that's the rest of all the exercises. So we're gonna go through 2 more times. All right, the first one is your floor presses. Floor presses. It seems like you used 10 pounds the last time. Maybe use 15, see what happens. Okay, don't, it's fine. Ready, set, go, 30 seconds. All right, if it's easy for you, another option to make it more difficult is to slow down on the way down. Slow down as you go down. And then power is based on speed, so you want to go up quickly. Boom. There you go. Not quite as slow, I don't think. Not quite as slow. And then boom. There you go. Try to move the weight quickly, Blake. All right, you don't snap your elbows tight. All right, but a key to being powerful is moving quickly. Boom, you're gonna do handstand push-ups next. That's it, Blake, that looks great. Handstand push-ups or pull-ups next, okay? I'd rather you do your handstand push-ups against the wall so you can focus only on the strength of your arms and you don't have to worry about falling. You have 10 seconds to figure it out, homie. All right, do not fall. All right, just keep going. All right, we officially started the 30 seconds just now, so keep going. All the way down, all the way up. I appreciate your help, Blake sister. All the way down, all the way up. 19 seconds to go. Yeah, good job, Abdurrahim. Abdurrahim, I encourage you to keep your legs as tight as you can, even though Conrad says that I'm not encouraging.
I didn't mean it in that way, you know.
Oh, my bad. You were just joking. All right, take a rest. Boone, the next exercise that we're going to be doing is your band leg lowers. All right, band leg lowers, Abdurrahim. All right, we have 10 seconds to be ready to go. Band leg lowers. All right, let's go. 30 seconds. And it doesn't have to be pulling as hard as you can, but it's just a constant push, a constant pull. And Kennedy, you did these ones with the weight above your head. A constant pull down. Kennedy, can you lift your hands so that the weight is not quite above your head? It's just a little bit in back. Just a little bit behind your head. And then you'll constantly have to be pulling down to balance the weight. And I think that's another way to kind of mimic this shape. All right? Abdurrahim, I don't want you to lift your feet past past vertical. Lift your toes so that they're pointing at the ceiling and only that far, and then go back down. All right, good job. Let's rest. The next exercise that you're going to be doing is your waiter carries to press. Okay, I'm going to give you 15 seconds of walking in one direction, and then you press, and then 15 seconds of walking in the other direction. All right? Boom, don't worry if it's a mess. Make sure you get to your exercises quick. Ready, set, go. So just walk around for 10 seconds, actually, and then I'll let you do your presses. So 3, 2, 1, and press. And walk around. Careful with transitioning that weight, please. And press. Just careful with the weights, guys. Careful with putting the weights above your head, with moving them, with putting them back down on the ground. All right, Boone, good job. The next exercise is band pull-aparts. And when you pull apart, I want you to pull apart quickly. And don't let the band snap together. Wait 10 seconds before you go. Band pull-aparts. Pull quick, and then relax slow. Yeah, don't let the bungee snap like that. Pull and control it. Better. Pull and control it. Don't let the bungees snap. It's up to you to control the bungee. All right, pull quick and relax slow. That's it. One of the definitions of power is when you can distribute a force at a high velocity. So for the next couple of weeks, we're going to try to do things quickly. All right, quick speed of motion. Boom. There you go, Abdurrahim. Good job. The next exercise that you're going to be working on is your slider push-ups to a pike. Slider push-ups to a pike. 15 seconds rest, and make sure you rest. Rest is good. and you want to push up to that pike all the way quickly. Explosion of movement, boom, and then down. As fast as you can get up there, boom. There you go. There you go, Boone. I like this a lot. Quick motion. There you go. You want to try to like explode off the floor. Explosive motion is, I think, what gymnastics uses, and that is really the definition of power. If you look at the definition of strength, okay, Boone, you can rest. Strength is the total maximum amount that you can do one time. But in gymnastics, I don't think that we use strength because we're only lifting our body weight, and Aiden, you can lift much more than your body weight. The definition of strength is the most that you can lift one time. And I don't think in gymnastics we do that. I think that what we do is manipulate our body weight. And usually our body weight is much less than we can bench or lift. Rather, I think what we do is we use the body weight that we have and we try to create explosive taps, explosive blocks in and off of the board and off of the horse and off the springs on the floor, and really quick heel drives off the bottom of rings. And because of that, I think that in gymnastics, okay guys, we're gonna do dips. In gymnastics, we use power more than we use strength. And you could have a very small gymnast with not a huge amount of force compared to a football player, but because that gymnast can move incredibly fast, all right, that creates a lot of power. And that's why a football player wants to be powerful, and usually one of the indicators of power is how fast they can run a 40-yard dash or something like that, or how high and how quick they can do a vertical jump. So we're trying to incorporate, for the next 6 to 12 weeks, we're trying to incorporate speed of motion. I really like kind of how Boone has changed that dip to be as powerful and as quick as he can on the way up. I really do like that a lot. The last one is going to be your slam, your med ball slams into the ground. Same thing. I want you to focus on utilizing that RDL shape all the time. But what you're doing is when you're lifting up and you're getting to the RDL shape, it's bam, lightning fast. Bam, lightning fast into the ground. Boom. Yeah, and I think that Boone's attentive to detail on a lot of these strengths, and it's really fun to watch. I mean, he's a young kid. Not that it's not fun to watch this guy as well, because it is equally as fun to watch these guys. All right, but, so let's go for another 10 seconds, and then we got one more time through. Conrad, you gonna have bangers and mash tonight for dinner? I love that. That's good stuff. Do you like that? Yeah, definitely, right? All right, let's take a 30-second rest, and then we'll get to our next exercises. One more time, guys, through. We're gonna do your floor presses. Floor presses, and again, it's all about quick speed of motion. All right, you can start. Quick speed, boom. Now, I think that, honestly, I know that you have 15-pound weights. Your mom keeps telling me that you do. Either that or she's lying. You don't. You only have the 10-pound weights? She lied? Okay, all right. Man, she's tricky. Down and up. Don't let your elbows snap. I don't want your elbows to snap tight. Yep. Just enough speed so that it's hard for you to lift. But don't snap your elbows straight. All right, take a rest. The next exercise is handstand push-ups against the wall. Handstand push-ups, buddy. We got 10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Blake's sister, one of the things that will help him so much is if you keep telling him, stay tight in your legs over and over and over. Just stay tight in your legs. Squeeze your legs as tight as you can together. such a nice thing that you're doing for him. I appreciate your help. Squeeze those legs tight, Boone. Squeeze those legs tight. Good job, guys. Good job, Blake. All right, guys, rest. The next exercise, I believe, is your band leg lowers. Band leg lowers. Yeah, I think that Blake's got a good idea. He just put his band around the mushroom. I think that's great. Blake, you're going to wait for a couple of seconds, actually. We still have like 10 seconds. Actually, 3, 2, 1, and go. Pull down and just keep a constant tension with your hands. And I don't want you to lift your feet past your hands. Actually, I just want you to stop with your feet vertical and then back down. That's good. Maybe pull down a little bit more, Blake, if you want to. That's it. Just engage your whole body as you're doing these leg lowers. 10 seconds to go. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds rest. The next thing is going to be 10 seconds of waiter carries to 5 seconds of press. All right, 10 seconds of waiter carries to 5 seconds of press. Boom. Don't go crazy over making them look clean. All right, here we go. I'll count out the 10 seconds and 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Keep your shoulders in the back of you tight. That's it. And 8 presses. Here we go. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, all the way up. 1. All right. Switch hands carefully. And 10 seconds. Squeeze those shoulders tight in the back. And presses, 8 of them. Keep control of the weight. Keep control of the weight. Put the weight down very carefully, please. After that is your band pull-aparts. Got 8 seconds to rest, little man. Don't let the bungee snap. Pull and control. Pull and control. Ready, go. That's it. Pull quickly and control slowly. Pull quick. Boom. Explosion. Boom. And careful, careful, careful. There you go. Abdurrahim, I think that your arms are a little bit too high. I want the bungee to hit you right in the middle of the chest. Yep, right in the middle of the chest. That was better, Abdurrahim. All right, guys, rest. The next thing is your push-ups. Slider push-ups to a pike. 15 seconds of rest. Three, 2, 1. Big push. Big push. Yeah, this is nice. Fun to watch, Aiden, huh? It's nice, Boone. It's good, Boone. Keep pushing. Explosion off the floor. Boom. This kid's just works like a dog. Love it. 3, 2, 1. Then you got dips, Boone. And then after your dips, we have our last exercise. So we only got 2 more to go for today. The dips and then the med ball overhead slams. About 15 seconds of rest. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. It's like a little fish out of water. Flip, flip, flip. That's it, 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Just rest. And the last exercise is going to be your med ball overhead slams. And to be totally accurate, if you guys want, you can start with your kettlebell get-ups and your arm bars after this, or when we sign off, you can do a quick cool down, which I would suggest, especially because a lot of these exercises are new. So in 5 seconds, you're going to do your last set of your med ball overhead slams, and we'll wrap up for today. "20 seconds to go. "10 seconds. All right, you can stop. Well done today, everybody. I think that the attentiveness to detail on the strength and power training is certainly going to help you in terms of keeping your muscles as fresh as possible and avoiding injuries. So I appreciate everybody's hard work there. If you're going to work out later on today, make sure that you're eating carbs and chicken or some type of protein. Chocolate milk is pretty good, and also fruits and vegetables. Drink a lot of water, get a lot of rest. I hope that everybody has a good night. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Keep repping that 6 for 6, y'all.